What if I told you that some of Dragon Ball's music, some of the most iconic songs that you remember from perhaps your childhood, weren't Dragon Balls at all? That the guy behind the soundtrack of Kai and the Budokai games had been secretly ripping off Hollywood movies, Pink Floyd, and even Led Zeppelin. Today we're diving into one of the wildest scandals in anime history: the rise and fall of composer Kenji Yamamoto.
Brian the Boy.
Kenji Yamamoto was no small-time hack. Born in 1958, he worked on anime, tokusatsu, and games throughout the 80s and 90s. He arranged classics like Cha La Head Cha La. Ring a bell? Produced opening and ending themes, and became the go-to guy for Dragon Ball video game soundtracks. If you ever played Super Butoden or the Budokai trilogy, you've heard his work. He even got the huge gig of scoring Dragon Ball Kai in 2009, the remastered and recut Dragon Ball Z series that fans wanted for a very long time. It cut out all the fluff, it cut out all the filler, it stuck to the manga the way it was supposed to be so long ago. And for the fans, his music was fire. Heavy guitars, big choirs, energy off the charts. But then the cracks started to show. The plagiarism exposed. Fans were the first detectives. By 2010, YouTube videos were surfacing, comparing Kai's background music with famous songs, and it wasn't even subtle. Let's go through some of the greatest hits, or should I say greatest stolen hits. Like, literally no shame. And it wasn't just Kai. His video game soundtracks are basically a playlist of stolen rock and metal. Over and over, Yamamoto's music was basically rock and movie soundtracks and cosplay. Side by side, the similarities are undeniable. Fan and industry reactions. Fans were torn. On one hand, they were furious that someone would plagiarize so blatantly. On the other hand, a lot of people admitted, yeah, but those tracks, they still slap. By early 2011, the evidence was too massive to ignore. On March 9th, Toei Animation officially admitted there were multiple tracks that may infringe on third-party rights. He got caught. And this was with like 2 or 3 episodes of Kai left to score. He was almost done with the entire show. And Toei didn't mess around. They fired him immediately and announced that Dragon Ball Kai would be rescored, literally replacing all of Yamamoto's music with Shunsuke Kikuchi's classic DBZ soundtrack. Imagine a show airing for 2 years and suddenly all the music is swapped out mid-broadcast. That's how bad this was. Even the video games weren't safe. Later re-releases like the Budokai HD collection stripped out his tracks completely. Other creators were shaken too. Hironobu Kageyama, the legendary singer of DBZ's original Chala Hedchala, that was him. And he reportedly left Dragon Ball projects in 2012, partly out of loyalty to Yamamoto. The scandal hit that whole community pretty hard. The consequences. So what happened to Yamamoto? Professionally, he was done. Toei cut ties, his agency scrubbed him from their site, and industry insiders say he was effectively blacklisted. No anime studios, no game companies, nothing. Legally, Toei's quick action probably saved everyone from huge lawsuits. Notice you've never heard of anyone suing them for this sort of thing or suing this dude. They purged everything so fast that no one cared anymore. For Yamamoto himself, he vanished. No public apology, no interviews, no defense, just gone. The only whispers are that privately he admitted he was banned from ever composing again. Since 2011, he hasn't been credited on a single major project. The legacy. And here's the weird part. Fans still love his music. YouTube comments are full of people saying things like, "He was a thief, but he was our thief." The tracks are undeniably good, but they weren't his. And that's why this scandal is remembered as one of anime's wildest downfalls. A composer who could have been a legend, but instead became infamous for stealing melodies from rock gods and Hollywood composers. Today, Dragon Ball has moved on. The franchise thrives with new composers. But the ghost of Yamamoto's music still lingers in fan playlists. A guilty pleasure reminder of how close Toei came to disaster. So what do you think? Did you ever notice these similarities back in the day? Were you one of the people that pointed them out and got them caught? Which stolen track shocked you the most? Pink Floyd, Deep Purple, Earth, Wind and Fire, Metallica? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them all. Smash like, obviously. Don't forget to subscribe and keep coming back for more Dragon Ball content, especially more stuff on Gekishin Squadra. Amen.